sweltering afternoon in Houston, Texas, Martin Pedraza and his son, Julian, are enjoying a relaxing time in their apartment complex's pool.
Oh, Lord.
But this tranquil day suddenly heats up even more when a woman claiming to be from the HOA seems to have an issue with the family in the water.
Just so you'll know, the office told me to lock the gate.
Don't talk to me. Baby, leave us alone.
According to Martin, the woman alleges that the pool is closed as one of the gates is broken. And he claims this isn't the first time he's encountered the woman trying to kick him out of the pool.
These people are in violation. These people are troublemakers.
Bitch, we live here. How are we gonna be in violation?
I live here. There are rules.
I live here too. I live here too. Get out of here. Leave us alone.
I don't ever have to leave. I've been here 16 years.
Good for you.
Good for you.
I feel sorry. I feel sorry for the neighbors then.
Read the sign.
The woman claims that the law requires the pool to be gated and locked to prevent young children from wandering in unattended and drowning. But as Martin reads the sign, he sees no such rule.
I'll lock the gate. I'll call the police and trespass.
Good for you. Call them.
Finally, the woman gives up. Martin calls his complex's HOA to report the incident, and they reaffirm that he has the right to use the pool, even with a broken gate. Since the incident, Martin claims that he hasn't seen the woman around his complex, keeping his pool free from any more wave-making conflicts.
Leave us alone.
I don't ever have to leave. I've been here 16 years.
The lake's not your property.
Yes, it is. Oh.
Neighborhood lakes can be a source of disputes over who has the right to be there. And these neighbors in Putnam, Illinois, who are spending a day at the community lakefront, find themselves in a heated one.
You're the only member I've ever seen do that, and everybody comes in with a car and a sticker.
The woman in blue claims that her neighbor doesn't have a neighborhood decal or wristband, which permits her onto the beach.
It is my going across the whole thing.
The neighbor maintains she has a right to be there. Hearing the commotion, the beach security guard tells them to calm down and starts recording to send to his supervisor.
I just asked this lady to stop harassing these people. They will not leave them alone.
I know everyone
Then
does.
mind your own business.
This is my business.
When you work for the should get out of your business. I do. I don't have to show you that.
You, if I ask you.
No, I don't. You don't.
Karen's getting mad.
Please, to be mine, I will show it to you.
Do I have to show that to her?
No, you don't. No, you don't have to show her
I have
nothing.
to show this gentleman, the security.
The woman's husband in the neon tank top joins in on the argument.
Any member in good standing that pays dues here
Unless I
can ask you to see your
And the
wristband.
security does it when I come in.
Well, he's not
he
doing his
didn't.
job.
According to the guard, neighbors are not able to enter the neighborhood beach without being vetted. But the woman in the blue wants to check for herself.
Where's your sticker on your car?
You want to walk to my car? Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Oh.
Can you videotape this?
Yeah, you got absolutely. I got no problem showing this.
The woman is stunned when the neighbor's car does indeed have a decal.
Do you have bifocals or do you need a pair?
That was not the car that I said did not have a sticker.
So why are you harassing people about it?
Did not have a guest pass. It has one now. No problem. Did you
So,
have a wristband?
to reiterate,
Do you have your
sticker?
wristband?
Speaking to you, ma'am.
The neighbor leaves the parking lot, and the woman insists on giving an explanation for her line of questioning. And she thinks she is correct.
I have every right, as a member in good standing, to ask other people who are on the beach if they have their wristband. End of story. That's all I said.
And with the battle over, the neighbor returns to the beach. The guard says that he hasn't seen either neighbor since the incident. And with the squabble squashed, tranquility is restored to this neighborhood lakefront.
I know everyone
Then
does.
mind your own business.
This is my business.
Henry Grau is a computer support advisor who sees his neighbors more than most since he works from home.
The apartment complex that I live in here is in downtown Fort Lauderdale. I've lived here for about 5 years, and I know my neighbors pretty well.
Henry's apartment is next to the common courtyard on the left, so he and his security cameras see more activity than other apartments set further back.
In October of 2019, we got 2 gentlemen that moved into the middle apartment right next door.
For the first few months, Henry's relationship with his neighbors goes well. Until the night of December 17th.
I'm sitting at home one evening and I'm noticing some activity outside in the security camera. There's no other way to describe it in any cleaner form, but it looked like he was kind of playing with himself in a way. It made me very uneasy. I felt kind of like I didn't have any privacy all of a sudden. He just totally took away my freedom at that point because I kept having to go check the windows.
For 6 nights after the incident, things are quiet. Until December 23rd at 7 p.m., when things escalate.
I thought, I wonder what's going on out there.
The neighbor is working in the courtyard garden, right outside Henry's window. This time, Henry confronts them.
I went outside and I'm like, hey, thank you very much, but if you could just leave it alone. It's kind of creeping me out when there's somebody out here at all hours of the night. I came back inside, I noticed he was still out there. And I said, wow, this guy's not gonna stop. If it takes for you to leave my window alone by pulling out every last plant, I'll pull them out.
Henry decides the only way to keep his neighbors out of his garden is to have no garden at all.
You know what? Get out of here! What are you doing? What are you doing? I asked you to get in here! What is your problem? Look at that!
After that, our relationship started to deteriorate in a way that was quite shocking.
The more Henry tries to avoid both neighbors, the more they continue to harass him, including pounding his windows at random times throughout the day.
Once they started getting aggressive where they were banging at that point, I felt, okay, we gotta call the police.
Breaking and entering!
But it's the middle of the pandemic. The police are not readily available, and Henry's 2 neighbors are getting more and more aggressive.
It's scary as heck because we didn't have any help. It got to the point that I was actually afraid to stay here at night.
Now feeling trapped in his own home, Henry fears the rising tension with his neighbors can lead to a serious altercation. Or something much worse.
Why are you doing that?
And spilling blood.
It got worse to the point that I was actually afraid to stay here at night. Having to have these cameras running 24/7, going back to the footage of the cameras.
Get away from his property. Get away from his property.
By spring, it looks like Henry's luck is changing.
We noticed that they started to pack up their things and leave. We were really excited. I was sitting here texting the neighbors, hey, guess who's moving out?
But Henry may have begun celebrating too soon.
It took them probably a couple of days to move out, and then on their very last day, you can see them cutting the cable from one of the corners of the cameras. You see them throwing paint glass bottles at the door.
With the neighbors gone, Henry could finally let his guard down.
After they finally moved out, then I started to feel a little bit more at ease. So I said, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and take down the camera system. We left the one camera facing the courtyard. After I got everything down and felt everything was safe, the older gentleman showed up again one night. He started to bang on the windows again. He actually broke it, cut his hands so bad that he was dripping blood. He comes over to the door and he starts putting all his blood on the door. From that point forward, after that night, pulled the cameras back out, put them back up, and I've kept them there pretty much to this day. As you can see, they're still running.
And Henry has a message for his old neighbors if they should ever return.
I want them to know that I'm watching. The neighbors know what they look like. The police has a trespass warning on you. We're not going to allow anyone to come and terrorize us again. I'm the one banging on your window.
Why do you keep doing that? Why do you keep doing that?
It's 8 a.m. in Reading, Pennsylvania, and Deborah Marie is getting ready to go to work.
Reading, Pennsylvania is a very, very great place to live. I recently purchased a home, so while I was getting renovated, I was staying with a relative of mine. I normally park right in front of where we live, but because I got home at like 1 in the morning, there was absolutely no parking.
So Deborah parked on the yellow line across the street. But the next morning, a neighbor claims Deborah has parked too close to her car.
What makes you different?
I don't care.
What makes you different than me?
What makes me different than you?
Yes.
The fact that I've lived here for 20
Okay, and I live over there and I pay rent as well.
If I knew that it was a problem, I would have never parked in front of her home to avoid, any confrontations. But at that point, I realized that she was also parked illegally on a yellow line as well, in front of her own home. I guess she just thought that she was exempt from the laws.
Aren't you late for work? And you don't need to park on the yellow line either.
I took out my phone because she just felt way too entitled, so it just escalated.
She doesn't need to park here. I don't know where
Look, she's on the yellow line. I'm on the yellow line. Slim, go over there. What do you see? Both of us parked on the yellow line. But because she lives here, exactly, you're not supposed to park here either. But because she lives there,
don't park here.
Don't
park up against my
Please
car.
stay 6 feet away. Coronavirus. You are a Karen. Back away.
She charged towards me.
Back away.
And my reflexes, they're just too fast. And my arm extended and she flew back.
Call the cops. I got it on camera. I got it on camera.
My head is open.
I got it on camera. I got it on camera. So go ahead. I could call the cops, or you could call the cops, and we could show them the footage.
When I pushed the woman and she fell, at that moment I was very scared. I'm not even gonna lie, because when she got up, there was blood. So I'm like, call the cops. At that point, because I knew that I had it on camera, and the proof is in the pudding. You can see her charging towards me.
Why are you near me? And I put my hand out. Why are you near? You're still coming near me.
You're near me.
You're on the yellow line too. She has to be to work and she's starting ruckus.
I have to be at work and I'm starting ruckus.
Yes.
You're right.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a lump on my head with blood.
So we both gonna get a ticket.
I did not think that was the end of it. She grabbed her daughter.
What is your problem?
What is your mom's problem or your aunt's problem or your grandma's problem? She's yelling at
3 inches from her bumper.
She's on the yellow line as well. She's scolding me for being on the yellow line, and she's on the yellow line.
She just said a couple of words and then went back inside. After that, that's when the cops were called and the cops came.
The police arrive, but no arrests are made.
The cop was like, let me see the video. I didn't get a ticket. He did give me a warning, and he said next time, don't go around doing stuff like that because she could have got severely hurt. Whenever I go over to my relative's house, clearly see that she's still parking on the yellow line.
You are a Karen.
My perspective on neighbors, avoid any confrontation. Respect thy neighbor. Just respect.
In Saginaw, Michigan, a local manager yells at 2 girls he's just thrown out of his store for shoplifting. A nearby shopper begins filming as one of the girls' mothers comes to pick them up. But the manager isn't done with the neighborhood teens just yet.
I don't care if you stole anything or not. How dare you? Those children.
Listen, I'm not done talking to you, lady. How dare you teach those kids to scream at your elder like that?
As he gets angrier, the manager goes from friendly shopkeep
Don't you ever come in my damn store again.
to a screaming disciplinarian.
You should be embarrassed, and you should be sorry. And how dare you say something to me about something and you are teaching them children how to speak to your mother?
Before the manager walks away, he lifts a can of the air freshener the girls tried to steal.
Get yourself together.
And he sprays some at them.
Call them, send them up here, bitch. Call them right now. Call the police! Call them! Because, bitch, I'm crazy!
She's pregnant.
I don't give a
She's pregnant.
Bitch, what I want you to do is do something. I will whoop your ass.
The alleged shoplifters get in the manager's face, but he seems unfazed, even as they feign injuries.
Hey, you maced her.
I'm not the one.
You maced her. I can't see.
Me too. And they're gonna believe a bunch of
I can't see.
The manager eventually walks away, and the girls leave, but not without some parting remarks. The police are called, but no charges are filed against the manager or the alleged shoplifters. And although the manager is fired, days later, his meltdown goes viral, and he briefly becomes a celebrity in the neighborhood, allowing him to steal something of his own: the spotlight. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood in Costa Mesa, California. Perfect for cruising around in the sunshine. But for these unlucky teens, one grumpy neighbor has come along to darken the mood.
You're dumber than a box of rocks. You're not wearing a helmet. I'll call a cop on you, buddy, if you want. All right, go for it.
What did he do wrong?
He's doing 50 miles an hour.
According to this guy, the speed limit applies to everyone, no matter how impossible.
50 miles an hour.
On a bike?
10 miles an hour. Just drive off.
Sensing serious discipline is needed, the man raises the stakes even higher with an ominous warning.
What do you do? I happen to be one of the guys on board. Okay? You want to be fined? I can do that. Why are you getting in our face for? Because this damn thing is going too fast. It's two-stroke.
Unfortunately for him, the kids don't seem to care about his high-ranking position within the neighborhood.
So stop being dramatic. I'm not. You stop being dramatic. How? We're not going 50. You were doing 50. That doesn't even go 50. That goes 15.
Even the chairman of the board can't argue with physics. Instead, he makes a dire prediction.
Whoever lives here or whoever owns this will be fined. Okay. Because I'll make sure that it happens. Yeah, I'm sure you will. Okay. You seem like the type. Yeah, I am the type. Yeah, I guess. Stop it. And put a helmet on your head. Oh, we don't have one. Bye. Hey, buddy. You asked for it. Yelling at minors, where they're dumb.
Bye.
Yeah.
So let that be a lesson. When riding a bike around your neighborhood, stay below 50 miles an hour, or else. And in Los Angeles, Arizona, a different woman's walk in nature is also interrupted by an irate neighbor who says she is trespassing.
It's not your property.
What does the trail say? Where does the trail say?
Are you being aggressive with me?
No, I'm calling the police.
Go ahead. Because it actually belongs to Los Angeles.
No, it doesn't.
The property
you walked off the trail. That's why.
The woman claims that a public path goes in front of this neighbor's house, but the neighbor insists that the trail is a few feet away, and he's calling the police.
Yeah, I've got a woman trespassing on our property. Could you send police over right away? We feel that we're threatened. We've got her on video as well. Please, it's an emergency.
It is not an emergency. I'm on the trail.
Believing she is on a public right-of-way, the hiker pushes back.
Do you see those property spikes? I was not on your property.
The woman is very aggressive.
I am not aggressive.
Do you know this person?
No, I don't.
she's
And I'm not
trespassing
being
on our
aggressive.
property.
And I'm not trespassing.
And we have her on video. I can't tell if she has weapons or not.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
The hiker's tone becomes exasperated, but the neighbor stands his ground.
We've got the woman trespassing on the property.
No,
Please
it's
send
not
police over immediately. We
trespassing.
want her arrested.
Have officers en route.
Thank you.
I need you to answer my question. How old is
You know, I'm a
She appears to be
veteran.
about 35 to 40 years old.
I'm 57, and I'm a veteran,
57.
and I was not trespassing on his property.
We're very threatened. Thank you.
You're not
Thank you.
threatened.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
At this point, the hiker stops recording and leaves. According to media reports, after the police see the footage, the neighbor is cited for disorderly conduct and false reporting to law enforcement.
Could you send police over right away? We feel that we're threatened. That's hanging out.
The neighbor makes a public apology. He says that prior to this heated standoff, the city of Mesa had rerouted the hiking trail a few feet away from his house because the mountain is too steep to hike safely. But it's clear that throwing shade on a sunny mountain trail is a slippery slope for neighbor relations.
We've got the woman trespassing on the property.
No.
Total Karen.
The woman recording this video and her friend are out for a run with their dogs in this Payson, Arizona neighborhood when they admittedly jog across the end of this man's driveway, who was apparently annoyed that they did so.
Total Karen. Total Karen. Here, give me.
The women initially find the man's antics head-scratching and even amusing.
Keep following.
What a Karen. Oh, wow. Some people need to find a hobby.
But when he continues to walk behind them down the street, the women become concerned.
Dude, stop following us. I'm scared. You freaking me out, you creep. Leave me alone.
Find a hobby.
The man claims he's on the phone with the police, presumably to report the women for trespassing. And that's when one of the women raises her voice to let the police know he's following her and her friend.
I'm good. Come arrest him. He's following me.
Despite the woman loudly voicing her concern, the man continues walking behind them.
What a I'm literally scared, and he's following me. Come on, girls. Simply because we took a step on his damn property.
We jogged through it.
We jogged through it. Oops, sorry. But now he's scaring me.
The women point out that he's just not seemingly following them down the street, but doing so without footwear.
He doesn't even have shoes on, dude.
Nope. Yep. Come on, girl. Let's go.
Let's jog it.
Let's jog it. Go.
The women pick up their pace to get away from the man and run up a neighbor's driveway so the man doesn't know where they live.
Go up their driveway, not ours.
The women are able to return home safely, but they're clearly disturbed by the man's actions.
Come on, Paisley.
At least they know now which neighbor to avoid in the future.
What a I'm literally scared, and he's following me. Come on, girls. Simply because we took a step on his damn property.
Tonight in Tucson, this couple is in their garage conducting a routine oil change on their van when an unexpected neighbor makes her way out of the darkness.
Why do you keep doing this? You're polluting the air. We can breathe it all in.
After apparently smelling their oil change, the neighbor storms out of her home and scolds the couple for working on their car.
We can breathe it all in. Man, take you to a real mechanic. Because you're
A few minutes later, the neighbor steps back out of her house, and the man working on his van starts recording their interaction on his cell phone.
You know what? You have no respect. The fumes that are coming off these vehicles are contaminating our dog. I've had enough of you. I know how manipulative you are. You need to have a conscience, because I'm going to report you to your landlord. And take that to the YouTube and make some sense of yourself.
The man recording heeds his neighbor's advice, posting the video on social media. He later files a harassment claim against her, which is eventually resolved, and they haven't gotten in any arguments since. Which means the couple can continue to work on their cars in peace, so long as they're not waking the neighbors with any more smells.
You need to have a conscience, because I'm going to report you to your landlord.